Hey everybody, there's a lot I want to talk about today. We're going to look at a couple market trends and then also just relate this to different card games and have a little bit of a discussion. But first, your 2 second look at Journey Together. Here you go. I'm not even going to go over all of these, but some prices are going down, a couple are coming up. And yeah, there you go. Outside of that, if you guys are in Canada, you may have noticed that we got Sea and Sky collection boxes on Walmart.ca today. So again, not sponsored video, but shout out to PokeNotify. Link in the description if you want to use it. And then we got booster bundles like 5 minutes ago. I'm recording this at 3:10 p.m. PST, and I think it was like 3:02 or 3:03. Those went back up on Walmart.ca. I managed to get 4. They sold out in like 30 seconds a minute, so that was quite lucky. But be on the lookout for these sort of things. And I'm actually going to do a video. I might even do it tomorrow. I kind of want to have a discussion about notification systems and just specialty sets in general and retail arbitrage. I think that'll be a fun video to do. But today, I want to talk about where a lot of money is going, because I think some money is starting to move out of Pokemon and go into different games and maybe even different investments in general. People are going heavier into the stock market. If you guys have been paying attention to that over the past couple of days, very interesting things going on. But even the best performing booster boxes and sealed products right now aren't doing great compared to some other games in TCG world. So Silver Tempest up 8.16% over the past month, sitting around $272. Paldea Evolved only up 2.72%. Again, this got a reprint. There are a lot of boxes on the market, so the fact that it's even up over the past month is quite impressive. You have Obsidian Flames up next, 6.84% return over the past month, $210-ish. Paradox Rift, this is actually selling at $200 today. Lots of sales right on the nose at $200. A couple lower ones obviously as well, but this is breaking that $200 range. Temporal Forces, and percentage-wise it's up 9.59%. Temporal Forces up 11.36%. I think this is the best performing box in Pokemon right now from the SV and Sword and Shield eras, at least over the past month. Up 11.36%, $197. And no sales breaking 200 quite yet, but very, very close. Stellar Crown up 5.21%, $203. And even some specialty sets are doing okay, right? But nothing crazy. Paldean Fates up 8.72%. And then Crown Zenith, which is probably the big one right now, up 9.74%, sitting around $135, $136. It's not breaking into the 140s yet. It seems like it's kind of stagnating a little bit in this mid 130-ish range, at least over the past week or so. However, while all of this is going on, One Piece is making huge gains. And I'm sure you guys are getting bored of hearing me talk about One Piece, especially if you aren't interested in it. And maybe you're just thinking that I'm pumping my heavy bags. A lot of these sets I don't even own, right? So Paramount War is up to $210, but most recent sales for this box are in the mid 220s. You even have sales up to $240. And again, Bandai announced rotation coming next year. The first 4 sets of One Piece are rotating out. So your Romance Dawn, your Paramount War, Pillars of Strength, and then OPO4 Kingdoms of Intrigue. Nobody's favorite set at all. But yeah, those sets are going to be rotating out, so we're probably not getting more boxes of these. And you can see Paramount War over the past month up 16.36%. That's outperforming basically everything in Pokemon that we've looked at. Past 3 months up 34.72%. And these aren't cheap boxes either. This is a $210, $220 USD box. Pillars of Strength, same sort of deal, up 22.32% over the past month, now selling over $200. And most recent sales from today, 210, 224, another one at 210, and then Broken Seal, I guess, so not perfect condition box, a little under $200. Now these are sets that are rotating out, which again, we could have an entire conversation about rotation in One Piece and how that's going to affect some of these older boxes. But even some of these newer boxes that are going to be in rotation until 2027, maybe even 2028, are still seeing gains. So OPO5, if you guys have followed my videos and heard me talk about One Piece, this is probably one of my favorite sets. I think OPO9, which we'll touch on in a second, is better in my opinion than PRB01 and stuff like that. But still, $220 USD, up 19.56% on the month. 3-month chart, a little bit better than that as well. And you can see there's a decent amount of sales volume on this, 17 boxes a day selling. And to give you some context, Paldea Evolved, only 9 boxes a day selling essentially the same price. Obsidian Flames, 7 boxes a day sold. Paradox Rift, a little bit cheaper of a set, only 12 boxes a day. And you can see 151 booster bundles. I mean, 107 of these are selling a day. These things are going crazy. Seeing Skyboxes, this is actually only 17, so this is the same amount as Awakening of the New Era boxes on TCG Player. But the good sets in Pokemon are still selling a lot. When we look at the booster boxes, though, even some fan favorites, they are comparatively selling at the same rate, if not slower than One Piece at this point. And this trend gets even worse for Pokemon when you look at probably the best set right now, Emperors in the New World, OP09. This is selling 24 boxes a day, up 9.36% on the month. If you go look at the entire chart, it's just been crazy since release. I believe this came out in December. So I mean, this was down to like $120-ish around release, $130. Just been steadily climbing since then. This box is going to continue climbing until we get a reprint of it. So Bandai's print runs have just been very, very tiny, I would say, in proportion to something like Pokemon. And the fact that we're already up to about $180 a box on this, maybe mid 170s, 175-ish range, is kind of scary to think where this could be in 3 to 6 months, especially if more people move to One Piece. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be One Piece. If you look at games like Lorcana, Magic, obviously, there's always something moving in Magic. Yu-Gi-Oh! Some of those boxes, like I believe the 25th anniversary Legend of Blue Eyes, that box is like $200 now, the booster box, and it's up like 100% on the year. So things in other card games are still moving. And I didn't make this video to tell you guys to invest in One Piece or invest in other card games. I'm just putting it out there to make you understand that people are moving into these games right now. People are looking for other avenues and where to park their money and maybe to diversify a little bit. Or again, like yesterday's video that I touched on, I think a lot of people are just bored and being patient, trying to find something else to do with your time. I'm kind of doing that myself. I mean, I'm focusing on other games right now and I'm looking at the stock market more and, putting more of my time into just focusing on that and, learning every day, right? Putting in a couple hours, just trying to better educate myself on certain things. So if you guys have been thinking about doing this, maybe this video is a sign for you to, just start dipping your feet into the water, looking at other things. But also, just stay focused, keep your notification systems on. Again, some people don't think this is great, but the retail arbitrage is there. For example, if you caught these 151 booster bundles today, I mean, you just made $200 by clicking a couple buttons. It's pretty easy. Same thing with the Sea and Sky boxes. I mean, these were up for like $60 Canadian, I think, on Walmart.ca. I'm pretty sure that's what MSRP was. So it's insane how good of a deal you can get if you manage to pick up a couple of these. And really, I imagine we're getting close to the end of Crown Zenith, but 151 might even be printed towards the end of the year, so we may be in store for a lot more 151 restocks in the US and Canada over the next 6 to 8 months. But again, that's no guarantee, so if you're thinking of loading up on 151 right now, that probably isn't even a terrible decision either. As always, you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.